Robin Elander here with Summer Solstice Celebration 2020, Executive Director, and I'm so excited to be here with one of my favorite partners in crime with Summer Solstice, our Board President, Stacie Bouffard. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you surviving?
I'm doing well too. Thank you for all of your support with helping to get everything in order this year. I want to just, how many years now is it that you've been board president?
It has been 12 years.
That's amazing. And your contributions have been immense all of those years. And what drew you to Solstice and kept you involved all these years?
Well, what drew me to Solstice, I would say, was my daughter, because we were here in probably maybe 1990, and it's the first time I saw the parade, and it's the first time she saw the parade. At the time, she was 6 or 7 years old, and she was in heaven, dancing with the jellies and the mermaids, and it was just so magical and beautiful that when we moved here, I had to get involved. And so just also being very involved with my daughter in the theater, so I'd spent a lot of years making set props and costumes, and it's just something that I find very joyful and happy in life. So that's how I got involved. And it was everything that I expected it to be. So I didn't leave.
Which we're so happy about. What kinds of things have you seen, and how has the organization grown and changed over the years?
Oh my goodness. I think what I would say is that we are still essentially who we were. The only thing that has changed really, I mean, our spirit's the same, our goal's the same. What has changed is a bigger audience. I think we reach more people now than we ever have, which is really happy. We've certainly grown our children's area and getting more kids involved. So that's been really happy to see, and hopefully that's going to continue in the future. So that's been the big change, but the heart's still there, the magic's still there, and that's really what's the draw, you know.
What would you like to share with the community about Solstice, or what would you like them to know about Solstice that they might not know?
Well, I think maybe not understanding the level of commitment of the people involved. It is a gift. So many of these artists that do this want to give to the community, and this is their way to do it. And they're just a wonderful, precious group of people in this community. They do many other things. They're volunteers, they're in choirs, they are truly the core of our community in that, and in the heart of our community. So that's what I would want everyone to know.
Oh, that's so true. And I so agree with everything you said there. We have really one of the most creative teams probably in the world. The things that materialize just from the beautiful thought process of creativity and what comes out of the parade each year in the workshop is truly, truly special.
Yes.
And then go ahead, sorry.
I was just saying, it's just magic. It's just magic. And the magic happens every year. We've had some very challenging years. This year, certainly right up the top of the list. But the magic never fails to happen. It's just magic. say. I'm always just in awe of how it happens, and it brings so much joy into our lives.
There is a unique synergy that happens with the energy that comes around it. And I think it just escalates more and more and more as so many people prepare over months of time. And then it kind of culminates on this moment. And this year, it's a really unique moment. The pandemic, COVID, what are your takeaways from this experience on a personal level, and really playing the role of board president? And what are you excited about this year?
Well, I think in some ways this was a gift to us. Very grateful that we will survive it and we will be back. But it has allowed us some time to take a breath. And because we're crazy when we're doing this, it's just, nonstop. And just kind of expand our vision for spreading our joy a little further in the world. And I think that's what I'm excited about. And that's what I see happening. More connections with people outside of our community, outside and inside, because we are a global community. But it's just so really wonderful to see. I mean, it's happened in prior years where we've had artists come from out of the area, which is always wonderful to have that kind of collaboration. But this year, we're able to reach more, and I think that's been really exciting to see for me. Absolutely.
So agree. You mentioned that this experience for you with Solstice started in a big part because of your daughter. And this year, she's submitted a really amazing contribution. Do you want to speak to that a little bit?
Yes. My daughter joined the Army as a singer in one of their premier groups in Washington, D.C. She's been doing it for 4 years now. She misses Solstice so much. She loves Solstice. And every year she's like, what's happening? What's going on? I want to be there. I want to be in it, because she's been in it many times. And so this year she was like, oh, we have to do something. And so she got her group together and got permission from her higher ups, and they put together this beautiful video and song for us, and it's really fun, and I hope everyone enjoys it.
Oh, I so loved it. It was incredible, and can't wait for people to see it. As we wrap up, is there anything else that you'd like to share with our community about Solstice, and just anything else you want to mention?
Well, what I want to mention to the community is that Solstice loves you, all of you. I think maybe one of the saddest things is that we're not going to see all of you, all 100,000 of you on State Street, but we are going to see some of you in the parade, and we're going to be there for you. And we're going to continue to do that for many years to come.
Yes. Well, I have so enjoyed working with you on all of this the past 5 years that I've been involved. And I just so appreciate all that you contribute. And we didn't talk too much about it, but you also are an artist, and you've created some contributions, not only for this year, but for many years. Do you want to just maybe mention one or two of the things that you've made in years past?
Oh my goodness. Let's see, I think I've done 10 or 12 floats. And it's really hard to pick one that I like the best, because they were all so wonderful in their own way. And but I think I would say the ones that are more to my heart the most would be the ones where we gathered from the community, decorated. One year it was decorated leaves for a tree of life that went out to the senior centers. It went out to well, many organizations and the kids. And anyway, then another year it was paper plates that I used for scales on a dragon, and that was pretty awesome. And all the kids that did it wanted to come up and see where their scale was on the dragon, on this like 10-foot long dragon. So it was pretty special. Those are two very special ones for me.
Oh, that's super special. And you made some things from found objects this year. What kind of found objects did you contribute?
Oh my goodness. Well, I didn't, well, let's see. The only thing I bought was some origami paper, but everything else I had at home. I used toilet paper rolls, the ends of the toilet paper, boxes.
And what did you make?
Oh, well, I made a little float. And then I also made a volcano, and that was from an upside down tomato cage, and just papers and stuff that I had around. And that was, and then also just some plant material that I had in the yard. And also my Mother Nature costume was all from stuff in the house and stuff in the yard. So it was really fun to challenge myself to not buy anything, to like, just do it with what you have. So that was really fun.
And although this, we really as an organization try to use found objects, recycle, we do everything to take the, even, using screws instead of nails and reusing a lot of the materials, but we do end up having to get rid of some things. This year, there's an interesting side effect of all of this, that we will be our most environmentally sensitive year, happens to be the year that the theme is Beautiful Earth. So it's an interesting little moment, and we still have produced, I'm happy to say, and I'm sure that you are, a really quality piece that we're about to share. So very excited.
Very, very excited about that. Very excited. I can't wait to see it.
Yes, me too. It's almost done.
Almost
All
done.
right. Well, thank you so much, Stacie, and we'll see ya very soon.
Yeah, well, thank you, Robin, for everything, and it's been just wonderful working with you the last 5 years, and hopefully more years to come, and just watching the whole progression of our organization growing under your tutelage has been awesome.
Oh, thank you. It's been an honor and a joy, and it's a unique year to celebrate in a different way. And it feels strangely good that, we get the opportunity to provide this community and this joy in this unique time that no other organization to the same degree can really provide. I mean, of course they can to some other degree, but you know what I mean? It's a special thing, this solstice celebration that we have, and
Yes.
it's a culmination of many years, starting with Michael Gonzalez, who founded it as his birthday, and all of the people who have come before us getting involved, and now and for the future. It will all just continue to grow and expand over time, and
Yes.
that's a very exciting thing to be part of.
It's very joyous, and we need that in our lives.
We do. And so important to be able to contribute to something that's bigger than ourselves, and this is one of those things for sure.
It is. So thank you.
Thank you.